What's going on, guys? JSkeleton here with Raining for Gas today, coming at you with some Black Ops 3 zombies, some Gorod Krovi action, my friends. In this video, I got your ultimate Easter egg guide, how to complete the Gorod Krovi Easter egg, your ultimate Easter egg tutorial, if you will. And it's a pretty crazy Easter egg. There's a lot to it. It's pretty insane. So make sure you guys strap in and pay attention. So without further ado, the first thing you guys are going to want to do is go ahead and turn on power. It is very important to turn on power, my friends. If you guys do not turn on power, you're not going to be able to get anything done. It is in the Dragon Command Center. Turn on power and start opening up some doors, obviously. Next thing you guys want to do is build the shield. You obviously don't need the shield, but it's extremely useful. So make sure you guys build the shield and even go ahead and upgrade the shield. If you guys don't know how to do any of these things, I will have tutorials, links of the tutorials in the description below, and you guys get that done. After you guys get all that done, the next thing you guys are going to want to do is obviously start getting the dragon done. Now you don't have to upgrade the shield right away. You can do it in between, but you're going to want to get the pack-a-punch open so you could ride the dragons. And again, if you guys don't want to do that, I will have a tutorial in the description below. Once you're at the pack-a-punch building, you're going to go downstairs in the hatchery. This area is called the hatchery. Right by the sewer, there's an egg above the sewer right there. You're going to shoot it. It's going to roll down. You're going to pick it up by holding square or X if you're on Xbox One. Now, before we head to the next part of the egg step, when you go in the sewer, there's a little red pipe right here. In the pipe, there's like that little red light pipe, whatever you want to call it. You have to shoot it. It's very important that you shoot it, as we need it for one of 6 trophies later on in the Easter egg. So make sure you guys shoot it at some point throughout all of this, preferably now. Now, with the egg, you're going to have to put it in one of these nests where one of the locations where the dragons breathe fire down. If you want an in-depth tutorial on that, it's called the Gauntlet of Siegfried. That's what we're trying to get. I'll have the link in the description below as well. But basically, you have to get the dragon to breathe fire on it, wait a couple rounds for the egg to cool down, you pick it up, and then you have to do a couple challenges. The first challenge is to kill napalm zombies. So again, the area where the dragons breathe fire down, they're going to light some zombies on fire if you have zombies in that area. And once the zombies are on fire, those are napalm zombies, you're going to kill them. The second one is penetrating multi-kills. So basically collateral kills. Easiest way to do that is with a sniper. You can use an LMG for headshots. Those are probably the easiest ways to get that done. And then the third one is going to be melee kills, which the most easiest way to do it is use your shield. Just use your shield. You can use a Bowie knife or regular knife, but the shield is the easiest way, hands down, so I would just use your shield. Once you've done all that, you have to incubate the eggs. So go back to the hatchery, which is at the bottom floor of the pack-a-punch area. In that little machine that you just seen me put the egg in, put the egg right there, and it's going to start the incubate stage, if you will. So it's going to be like a round of zombies and Valkyries that are going to spawn. You have to defend the egg, and then once you're done this, you can leave if you want, but you have to wait 2 rounds for the egg to cool down to be able to pick it up. So we can do a couple things while we wait on that. If Valkyries are spawning in this hatchery phase, you can actually at the same time get one of the Valkyries to shock that generator, or you can wait for a Valkyrie round, come back in a Valkyrie round and get it to do it then. But you want it to shock that generator, as it will initiate another step, which is the valve steps. Now the valve step is very complicated, but before we get into it, the first location of the first valve, there's 6 valves, is on the 3rd floor in the department store. The department store is the first building outside of spawn. The second one is in the infirmary or bunker, whatever you want to call it. If you guys don't know where this location is what I'm looking at is actually right to my left is where you go out for the Dragon Command Center. The third one is in the tank factory. It's under the at the very bottom floor under the dragon platforms, and you can't really miss it if you go right under on the very bottom floor of the dragon factory. The next one is going to be the armory, and it's on the 3rd floor. It's actually right by one of the spawns for the shield pieces. So that's the next one. The next one after that is the supply depot, which is actually right under the ramp that goes up to the 2nd floor. It's actually right to the right of where the mystery box spawns. That's the supply depot location. And then you got the Dragon Command Center, which is on the top floor to the right, outside of the right room on the top floor. So outside of the right room to the top floor. Now, I do have an in-depth tutorial on how all these valve systems work that you guys can check out in the description below. It's like a 10-minute video because it's pretty complex. You guys can check that out for sake of time. Well, I'll briefly explain it here. There's also a website called GorodKrovi.com where you can input the first and last valve, and it'll give you what combinations you need to put in. So the first valve has the green light above it, as you're seeing on screen. That's how you know which valve is the starting. So the starting is the valve that has a green light above it. The one that is last is the valve that has that little the little cylinder stuck in the pipe. It's like a little white and purple cylinder. That's what you're trying to actually get out. And so you need to have the correct airflow, okay? So you know start, nothing power start because it's the start, right? And then because end is end, last is last, this one is the last one, it's not going to power anything. So nothing powers start, okay? And the ending one powers nothing. So you need to connect them all. So start, and then the second one, the third one, fourth one. So in my instance, obviously you guys seen department store was the first one, and the last one, and the first one was supply depot. Supply depot was the first one for me. The last one was department store. So I have to figure out what connects them all together. There's obviously different combinations. I'm gonna throw up a screenshot right now. And this screenshot, I'm going to have also a link in the description below so you guys can actually save it to your computer if you want. But you guys go check that out in the description below. And the screenshot shows, it shows like what, for example, tank 1, tank 2, tank 3. So it's like which setting you put the tank valve on, what it powers, okay? So that's going to help you out a lot. But again, if you guys just go to gorodkrovi.com, I'll have a link in the description below for that too. You can actually just input which one is a start, which one is the finish, and it'll tell you exactly which to set each valve to. It's extremely time saving, and that's probably the easiest way to do it. But again, if you guys, otherwise besides that, if you guys want to understand the full way the valve systems work, again, I'll have a link in the description below, as it would be way too time consuming to put it in this Easter egg guide. So make sure you guys go check that out. But basically, like I said, you're trying to get the airflow from start to finish without any loopholes, if you will, if that makes sense. So if that makes sense to you guys, we will continue this Easter egg guide. If you have any questions about that, leave them in the comment section below. But without further ado, let's continue this guide. So once you do that, what's going to happen is you're actually going to successfully have that little purple and white cylinder that will pop out of the last valve. So that's what you're trying to do, obviously. So once you successfully complete it, go to that last valve, and you can go up and press square to pick up that cylinder. That is what you guys are going to want to do. Alright guys, so the next thing you guys are going to want to do is head over to the Pack-a-Punch house, the Pack-a-Punch area, and if you guys hit that red thing in the sewer system when you left Pack-a-Punch earlier, there should be the trophy in the toilet across from where Pack-a-Punch itself is. So go ahead and pick up that trophy. It's going to be your first trophy, and if a couple rounds have passed, you can now also pick up your egg from the incubator. Before you guys leave though, what you're going to want to go do is go up on the 3rd floor, and there's a crystal in this room. You're going to go up and press square at it. Every single player in the game has to press square at it. It's going to initiate this lockdown event. Basically, the way the lockdown event works is there's going to be 4 waves of enemies. By the way, do not pick that max ammo up right away. Save it till you absolutely need it. This was like the first time I did the lockdown event, and I ended up picking it up right away, which is very foolish. Do not do that. But anyways, there's going to be 4 waves of enemies. The first wave is going to be on one side of the house, and then a second side, the third side, and the fourth one is going to be all the windows opened up at the same time. Once you guys are done that, go ahead back to the crystal, press square at the crystal to pick up your dragon strike. It's like an airstrike, but it's dragons. It's dragon strike. You're going to need it. It's very important. But once you do that, you can head back to the spawn, go to your tomb, whatever one has the fire above it, and look at the bottom trial right there. Press square at it to get your Gauntlet of Siegfried. So that's going to be your Gauntlet of Siegfried, your specialist ability. You're going to press L1 and R1 to pull it out, and we're going to head over and get the second trophy where you build the shield. So this is the safe. You're going to push L1 and R1, like I said, to pull out your specialist, L2 to make the little baby dragon fly around, and then melee towards the safe to break it open, and the next trophy is behind there. Next up, we're going to go to the supply depot. To the left outside of it, there's a puddle. You're going to place your dragon strike over the puddle, and once the dragon shoots its flames, its balls of fire, whatever you want to call it, at the puddle, another trophy is going to pop up, giving you your next trophy. Now, the next one is going to be inside Supply Depot. There's this big giant there, and he's actually one of the traps. And so you're gonna initiate the trap. You're gonna set the trap there. It's 1,500 points, I believe. And what he's gonna do is once he's done, there's gonna be a hole burnt into the floor. So you're gonna go over here once he's done, and you can see right there the next trophy is in that hole. And so we can now move on to the next trophy, my friend. So that's the trophy there. There's 2 at Supply Depot, 1 inside and 1 outside, like I said. The next one's going to be at the tank factory. There's this pipe over here. You're going to pull out your shield, blast the fire into it using R2, and at the top, right beside double tap, the trophy should be right there on the 2nd floor, as you see me just pick up. The last one is actually the easiest one. It's going to be outside, right across from Dragon's Command Center. There's these 3 statues up there. The one on the very right is holding one of the trophies. Just shoot it and it'll drop down. Ignore the fact that I almost went down like a noob, but go ahead and pick up that last trophy. And now what you guys can do is actually head over to Sophia, and that little the little cylinder we got from the valve step, we can actually place it. It's the passcode thing, the passcode cylinder. You can place it in there by pressing square. So we're gonna do that in just a second here. I'm not sure what I was doing, but anyways, press square and it'll place it in, and this thing will open up where you're gonna have to input a password by shooting each of these little round things to change the letters. So what the password is Kronos, Kronos, Kronos. That's what we're trying to spell. So again, shoot each letter one at a time, spinning it until you spell Kronos. And once you are done, you're going to press square to input the password. Like I said, be very careful. Try to shoot one bullet at a time if you can, so you don't hit more than one of them at a time, or else you're going to have to spin the numbers back around. So once you do that, you input the password, you confirm the password. You can go over to the machine across from Sophia, right over here. You can press square at it and place the trophies in the that machine over there. So once you do that, all 6 trophies should be placed in this machine. And just wait for that little light in the middle, bottom middle, to turn green, and then you can press it to start the very first challenge. So there's 6 challenges. I'm going to be showing you guys them in a random order. The first one we got here was actually the friendly mangler. So what you got to do is, there's a mangler. He has green eyes. You have to escort him from, well, he usually spawns in a tank factory. I've seen maybe a couple times people have said that he spawned in supply depot, but I've always seen him in tank factory. So you go over here, and he's usually in one of these areas here, either there or the other room upstairs there. So he's gonna shoot at you. So the best way to do this is, if you're playing co-op, 2 people can go and distract some of the zombies, and then 2 people can focus on escorting him. One person can escort him, the other person can watch the zombies around. But be very careful you do not hit him, because then he will turn to an enemy one, and then you're not gonna be able to escort him. You'll have to kill him, flip around, and do it all over again, which is it's a real pain. So once you escort him here to the right of that machine, you're done that phase, that step, and we can move on to the next one. So that was the 3rd trophy, the mangler. This one's the 4th trophy. Again, this is in no specific order. This is the Valkyrie drones. It's the exact same thing. You have to escort a Valkyrie drone, though, this time, that has a green eye, and it's actually at the very back of spawn right here. You can see me there. It's going to be behind that building there, and just wait for it to come up to you. You have to stay a lot closer to this one than you did the mangler. By the way, also with the mangler, you cannot walk too far ahead of it, or else it will turn into an enemy one as well. So same thing with the Valkyrie drone. Just stay very close to it, escort it all the way, and I'm going to show you guys a full clip just so you guys can see exactly how we did it. But again, we did the same thing. Me and my good friend Greg FPS, we were escorting it. He was trying to watch some of the zombies while I was staying really close to the Valkyrie drone. We brought it all the way back. And again, that was going to be phase 2. It's going to go into that little teleporter thing, whatever you want to call it. It's going to get picked up, and you're going to be done phase 2, challenge 2, I guess, if you want to say. I believe if you're playing solo, you only have to do 3 challenges. If you're playing co-op, you have to do all 6. This one here, it's the first trophy. This one is the Gersh challenge. There's going to be this orange orb that basically flies around the map, and you have to shoot it. It's very, very hard to find sometimes, so you got to be on top of your game. It's best playing co-op. Sometimes he's going to stay in a little corner, and you're just going to shoot him. You have to shoot him, though, with a pack-a-punch weapon. That is very crucial. It has to be a pack-a-punch weapon that you shoot him with, and you can see sometimes he tries to trick you by doing all these zigzags. But then you're gonna keep shooting him until he turns purple, like he's about to here. He's gonna do a little flash. He's gonna turn purple, and he's gonna say something. Okay, he's gonna have dialogue. Once he finishes his dialogue, he's gonna take off, and he's gonna go somewhere else. You keep doing this until he speaks 3 different times. After the 3rd time he speaks, he's gonna head over to the Dragon Command Center on his own. But it's very crucial that you keep on top of your game and you watch where he's going, because sometimes he will just chill in a corner, and if you don't watch where those streaks are, then you're gonna get messed over, and you're not gonna find him. You're gonna run out of time, and you're gonna have to flip around to restart again. So pay very close attention, my friends, because if you don't, you're gonna mess up, and you're gonna have to flip around and do it all over again. So the next one we're gonna be moving on to is the drop pod, which usually, from what I've seen, spawns outside of Dragon Command Center. In this part, there's not gonna be any zombies spawning inside. You're just gonna have to defend the pod outside of the map. If it's not here, it should be. You should see a green beacon in the sky either way, and you can see which location it's at. I would believe it's where you ride the dragons. This is a great time to use your dragon strikes to defend it. And once you do that, one person only pulls out their specialist ability and pushes L2 to make the baby dragon fly out, which is going to go grab the little item outside of the pod, and it's going to bring it over here and drop it. So again, only one person, because multiple people call their baby dragons. It can glitch out of the map, but go ahead and place that in Sophia's machine right there, and then you'll be done that step as well. So the next one, my friends, is going to be the bomb one. And the bomb one can be very tricky. You have 2 minutes to defuse all 6 bombs in the order you see them on screen. So it's not going to be my screen. It changes every single game. But in my instance, you could see that it went Armory, Department Store, Infirmary, Supply Depot, Tank Factory, Dragon Command Center. I would highly suggest quickly writing them down in Notepad with abbreviations. I would say A for Armory, DE for Department Store, DC for Dragon Command Center, S for Supply Depot, T for Tank Factory. That is the easiest way I found them. Now, alright, so the locations of them all, my friends, is Dragon Center at the very top of the stairs to the left, outside of the left room. You can't miss it, it's in the corner. The second one is right under the stairs in the department store, so as soon as you walk in the building from spawn, it's right behind under the stairs and on the first floor. The armory is at the very bottom to the left of the Wonder Fizz, right before you go through the door towards the supply depot. It's right there at the bottom left of the Wonder Fizz. The one for the supply depot is actually, as soon as you walk into the supply depot, you can't miss it. It's going to be right in front of you to the right beside the map. You can see it right beside my friend Greg FPS, the little blue light under his name. And then the one in the infirmary is when you're coming from Dragon Command Center before you're going down for the shield. It's right there on that little pillar. You cannot miss it. It's pretty obvious right there on that pillar there. And then the one in the tank factory is when you go all the way up the stairs to the very top level. You go to the room to the left, and it's right beside the Gobblegum machine. You cannot miss it, my friends. So those are the locations. And so get all those done in the correct order that they appear on screen for you guys. And once you do that, you'll see a flash on the screen indicating you did it correctly. Again, you have 2 minutes. If you don't do this in time, you have to either be in spawn or riding a dragon so you don't get killed. If you're not in one of those areas, then you will go down. So be sure you do that. The next one we got to do, my friends, is the 935 trophy. The 5th trophy, it says press square to take a key card from that trophy machine. So take the key card, and then your whole team has to head over to the Pack-a-Punch area. Once you get to the Pack-a-Punch area, there's this red machine. It's glitched out right here. It is a new map, obviously, and sometimes these glitches happen. But this red machine, every single player has to go up to it and press square. And you see these 4 little lights, and once they're all lit up, you will be good to go. It's going to start a brand new lockdown event. It's going to involve manglers, my friends. Yes, manglers. It's going to be pretty intense. There's going to be 4 waves of manglers, just like you did in the last lockdown event, but this time it's all manglers. They all run super quick, and it's foggy, so it's kind of hard to see them from a distance until they get closer. So keep wiping out the manglers until you are done. You can see the download progress starting, and it's you know, it's progress, if you will, on the bottom middle screen. Just keep knocking the manglers out until you are done. And if you are done all of the waves before the download progress is done, just wait around until it is done, and then make sure you go back to the machine and press square to take the key card back. We had forgot to do that, so I had to end up coming back to the Pack-a-Punch area to grab it. So make sure you guys grab that key card before you head back, and then you'll be set to go. So head over back and put the key card in Sophia's machine, and that is the last challenge. So now that you are done all 6 of the challenges, you are almost ready for the boss fight, my friends. The next thing you guys are going to have to do, though, is you're going to have to go up to Sophia. You're going to have to go to just to the right of the machine, not in the middle, but just to the right, and it's going to say press square to take the power core. You're going to take the power core. You're going to head over to the back of spawn, right where you see us going right here. You're going to pull out your dragon with your Gauntlet of Sigfeld. You're going to pull out the dragon, push L2 to let the dragon fly. The baby dragon is going to take the power core over to Nikolai 1.0. And then now you are pretty much set. All you got to do now is make sure you guys are prepared for the boss fight. If you guys need anything, make sure you guys do it now. Whenever you head back to the Dragon Command Center, you're actually going to see Sophia take off, which is pretty crazy. I have no idea where she goes, but she takes off. That's another topic for another video. She takes off, and the machine pushes back, revealing a sewer grate, which you're going to be going down to head over to the boss fight. But again, this is a time where you guys are going to want to Pack-a-Punch any weapons you need to Pack-a-Punch, maybe even double Pack-a-Punch, get Gobblegums, get perks. There goes Sophia. Get perks, you know, Anything you guys need to do, get it now. If you guys need to get extra weapons, you know, monkey bombs, whatever, make sure you also get a brand new shield. I forgot to do that in this gameplay, but thankfully we still made it. So make sure you do that. When you do that, stand on the grate, press square, and you are ready to head over to the boss fight, my friends. So let's get to it. Alright, so once you get out of the sewer pipe, my friends, head over to the middle area here. There's a green button. There's a little panel. You have to press square at it to begin the boss fight, to initiate the boss fight. So the first one is actually going to be a dragon that you have to fight. Yes, a dragon. He's going to be flaming up the whole area, the middle area. So stay around the back corner trenches that you see me hanging out around here. Wait for Nikolai to shoot him. Nikolai 1.0, that is, in his mech suit. Wait for him to shoot him and open up a little wound. And when you see a little wound flashing like that on the dragon, attack it. So it could be on the wings, it could be on the neck, it could be around those areas. You're gonna have to attack it 3 different times, and when you do it successfully to make him flinch 3 different times, he will explode in his demise. It is pretty epic. After you do that, you're gonna move on to the second boss fight, which is Nikolai 1.0 in his big mech suit. What you're gonna want to do is attack him and shoot at the orange things on him, especially when he stops and he starts shooting. That's when he's most vulnerable, and you can attack him as the orange things kind of open up, if you will, whatever you want to call them. So you're gonna keep attacking on him, putting some firepower on him. Again, this is best done when he's firing his guns, and make sure you use your dragon strikes and all that. Use whatever you have to attack him. It's also worth noting there's gonna be zombies, Valkyrie drones, manglers, and even raps that he deploys. So be careful for all those enemies. Keep putting damage on him, shooting him until he is dead, and once he is dead, he will fall to his knees. All the enemies will disappear, and you will be basically done the Easter egg, my friends. So thank you very much for watching this Easter egg guide. If you found it useful, please smack the like button and let me know that you found it useful in the comments section below. It would be very much appreciated to get your feedback. And if you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask my friends in the comment section below. I'd be more than happy to help you guys out. But I'm gonna let you actually watch the ending cutscene. If you don't want to see it, leave now to avoid spoilers. But thank you for very much for watching. And for those of you who do want to see the ending cutscene, there's the ending cutscene. There's a little bit of surprise after the cutscene as well. So I'm gonna let you guys watch that. And again, please smack the like button, subscribe, the comment, share, and all that awesome stuff. Let me know if you found this guide useful. Congratulations on completing the Easter egg, my friends. Congratulations on getting your trophy/achievement, Love and War. Enjoy the ending. Enjoy the cutscene. I'll catch you guys next time. And until then, game on. Oh! Woo! Yes! Let's go, boys! Just get hype in the chat. Woo! Yes!
Hey, shut up. I haven't seen this.
You think you will kill me now? I am sorry, Nikolai. I wish there was another way. But know this, in my heart, I share the same pain as you. The pain that you buried and blurred beneath an alcohol-fueled haze. Yes, the pain of your memory. You loved and you lost. Everything else has been delusional fantasy that distance you from painful truth. You know what I speak of. You remember. Before the bombs fell. Before she was taken from us. Some things are forgotten. For a reason! Ah!
It is done.
The souls have been collected, Maxis. We will see you soon. That's it. Theo, I'm only talking to you right now. Richthofen, he can't hear me. See, he's probably off doing his own thing right now anyway. No change there, I suppose. The good news is, you're nearly done. It'll soon be time to come to the house. But this plan, this big plan, a lot of it's been riding on Richthofen. Before he caught up with you guys, he spent years traveling, searching out just the right versions of you. The ones who held the key to closing off the other dimensions. I think you know by now exactly what that entails. Point is, he's kind of surplus to requirements these days. He's been in the house for ages, but don't tell him. Anyway, it all makes sense when you get here. You'll see. Honestly, it's going to be fine. Oh, shit. I completely forgot to introduce myself. I'm Dr. Monty. Hello. So nice to see you all.
Darkness taking over you.